After this, I looked up the British Pregnancy Advisory Service, which is more commonly known as BPAS. I realised my passport had expired and I became frantic. I ordered abortion pills online, but they never arrived. By this stage, my family and some friends knew that I was pregnant and most took it well. And I thought, well, that's easy for you to say. Nobody's going to place a newborn baby in your arms in 9 months and expect you to give up your life, are they? And then something incredible happened. I was on my work placement in college while this was going on. And one day in panic, I broke down to one of my colleagues. I told her how I had been feeling. I told her of my plans to travel, that nothing had worked out and I felt my life was over. Straight away, she came away from her desk and took me for a long lunch. What she told me that day, I will never forget. She told me that although she has a family of her own, all of her children are adopted because she was unable to become pregnant naturally. She told me that so many women would give their right arm for what I had growing inside of me and that I could do this. She reminded me of the strong, capable young woman that I was and that this would not ruin me. At that moment in time, those words of encouragement were all that I needed to hear. Soon after this, I had my first ultrasound scan. Abortion support and counselling agencies tell women that their unborn baby is nothing more than a clump of cells. The last thing they do is encourage women to look at the ultrasound monitor to see the development of their baby before they decide to go through with their abortion. And yet, these are the same people who preach about choice and trusting women, while in the same breath they wish to allow abortion up to 12 weeks. We will not be asked to allow abortion in hard cases. We will not be asked to allow abortion where the baby has a life-limiting condition. On the 25th of May, we will be asked to hand our 8th Amendment back to our government in its entirety for them to do as they please with it, and let that sink in. No! Do we want that? No! Can we honestly hand the lives of innocent unborn babies over to our government? No! From today, right up until the 25th of May, an entire generation is counting on you.
Sleeping giants. I was reading a book recently called Giving Sorrow Words, and the first 3 lines of the introduction to this book read, "This is a book about women who don't exist." Well, I'm here today to tell you that we do exist in our thousands and probably millions all over the world. Does the silence of post-abortive women mean that they're happy with their abortions? No. The silence of women and men harmed by abortion is a form of self-defense. Abortion truths remain locked away in the deepest parts of a woman's heart, surrounded by many more lies to protect that big secret. There's also another constraint in their expression of grief. The politics surrounding abortion have drowned out the voices of women like myself, harmed by it, damaged by it, because of the charged nature of the subject and the pressure to maintain family secrets. Women don't talk about their abortions as readily as they talk about other pregnancies. It simply doesn't lend itself to casual conversation. It's the big secret. You know, I hear it on a regular basis from professionals like medical personnel who say that women are not damaged by abortion, that we must have had some pre-existing mental health problems. I didn't have any. I was a very happy, outgoing person before my abortion. And you know, this is what a very eminent psychiatrist in the United States of America had to say about abortion. And he is also a pro-abortion advocate and watched many abortions and is totally pro-abortion. This is what he said, and his name is Dr. Julius Vogel. He insists, and I quote, "Every woman, whatever her age or background, has a trauma at destroying a pregnancy. A level of humanness is touched. This is a part of her own life. When she destroys a pregnancy, she's destroying herself. One is dealing with the life force. There is no way it can be innocuous. It is totally beside the point whether or not you think a life is there. You cannot deny that something is being created and that this creation is physically happening. Often often the trauma may sink into the unconscious level of her brain and might never surface in this life.